If you have a Wix site and you want to add AI tools to it for your users to enable them to do more on your website, but you don't want to go through all the process of figuring out how to do that, writing the code, figuring out the system, integrating it, maintaining it, and then paying for it all, you can actually do it for free using Ask Steve, and I'm going to show you how. So right now I can see I've got my Ask Steve buttons on the right here. Ask Steve is a browser extension, and I've got two extra buttons here. One says make me a shopping list, and one is what equipment do I need? And so these are for my recipe site. I've got a demo sample recipe site here, and I'm currently on one of the recipes for easy pavlova. And so if I press the make me a shopping list button, it'll read through the recipe on the current page and then give me the list of all the things I need to go buy, organized by the section or the aisle of the store that I need to go in. And then if I click on the equipment list, I'll get a separate list there as well. And these are just Ask Steve tools that you're able to build and customize using Ask Steve. So if we go look at these, the Make Me a Shopping List one says, hey, read the current recipe. This will take whatever's highlighted on the page currently, or if nothing's highlighted, the entire page, and then it asks it to generate a shopping list for you. And then similarly, the equipment one works very much the same. So let's say you had built these for use on your site. You could brand them with your own logos and buttons and stuff. I just put some placeholder icons in here. And now you want to give access to your users to do that. So let's walk through how to do that. But first, one other thing I'll mention is right now these buttons are available on every site to use. But if you wanted to, you could say, like, make me a shopping list. You could say, you know what, I only want this to appear on my site or on certain pages, and you can do that right here by putting it in the URL section. So if I just save this right here, it would only be on my site and not on any other site. But right now, because that's missing, those buttons appear on every site. So here I am on all recipes, and I have those same buttons, which again can be my brand, which now follows the user around as they're surfing the web, and it can be running my tool on this other website. So in this case, it's giving me all the details for shrimp fajita rice casserole. Okay, so once you've built your buttons using your own Ask Steve installation that you've downloaded and used, now we got to figure out how we're going to put them on your Wix site and give your users really easy access to install them in seconds. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Ask Steve side panel. I'm going to click on the gear icon to go to the settings, and then I'm going to click on widget. And this is where I've got a widget builder. And so on the left here, I see a list of all the tools that I've built that are custom, that I made, that weren't part of the Ask Steve library. And then I can add these to my widget code. And there we go. I've got those in the selected tools list. And then here is the embed code that I need to add to my site. And in this case, I'm going to pick Wix as the site type. And then there's installation instructions, which will take you to a page, which will have this video on it. But then I'm just going to copy that to the clipboard. So now I have all the code that I need. So now let's go into the Wix editor for our site. So I'm going to pop that open over here. And what I need to do, this is the editor, and I've created a new page using the pages and menus menu. I added a new page called Add AI Tools, and I'm on that page right now. Now for Wix, typically the install widget that we provide will let the user install Ask Steve and then install your tools. On Wix, the install Ask Steve part doesn't work due to various security things that Wix has done. So we do need to add our own link. So the very first thing we'll do is add an element, and we'll make it a text element. There we go, text, and here we'll make it a heading 4. We'll just put that right there. I'm doing this very sloppily, but you will do it better. And then this will say install the Ask Steve extension. And you can put some extra text in here if you wanted to kind of describe what's going on. Your site is partnered with Ask Steve in order to do this. And then we want to hyperlink this, and we want to hyperlink it to a web address. And the web address is quickstart. I can't type quickstart.asksteve.2/browsers. And we'll say done. Okay, so that's our extension. Or that's installing the extension. And then the next thing we'll need to do is install the widget that will actually install the tools that we've created. So we're going to go add another element. We're going to pick embed code, and we're going to pick embed HTML. Okay, and then that code that we just copied, we can now paste into there and make sure code is selected, and then say update. Okay, so now that is good, and now, but it's a little bit too small. We just need to resize it so that like all the contents fit in properly. Let's go there and go there. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll put that like right there. And so now this little widget will pop up and will tell the user what they need to do. And that's it. So let's now save our page and let's go ahead and publish it now. Okay, and now if we go back to our published version of our site over here, we're going to reload that and let's go to the Add AI Tools page. And we'll see that we've got a link to install the Ask Steve extension, which the user can follow and then go install the extension using this button right there. And then once they've done that, this thing right here will update and tell them that they need to add the AI tools for this site. And since I've already installed Ask Steve, it's just taking me directly to that step. So let's test this out. Let's go delete these tools and make a shopping list tool. And then the what equipment do I need tool, delete those both. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and hit the button, the add button. It's going to ask the user, hey, this site wants to add these tools to your Ask Steve installation. Make me a shopping list and what equipment do I need? And again, you can brand these. You can put branding in the name, put branding in the icons, and then I hit approve and I get a notification saying it's done. I get confirmation here that the AI tools were added, and we can see now that I have my 2 buttons. And these are specific to your site. Nobody else can overwrite these, just like you can't overwrite anybody else's button. And so now I go back to recipes and I go to my easy pavlova recipe and I hit my button and it works just like we saw before. And once again, it currently is on every site, so it will follow me throughout the internet. So it's that easy to set up your own AI tools using Ask Steve and then generate a widget that you can embed into your Wix site that enables your users to very quickly install Ask Steve and then add your custom tools, your custom AI tools. And all this is at no cost to you or to your users. They put in a free Google Gemini API key or a free Mistral API key, and it's all free for everybody, and everyone wins. So if you have any questions on how to get this going or you have any issues, let us know in our user community. Thanks.